Oh, God. I think I'm lost again. I'm lost in the woods today. Typically, I get lost out on the water. This map, I don't know if I'm going north, south, east, or west. I don't even know. Man. Oh! Well, hello there. This is Captain Finn, and I want to welcome you to this edition of How to Forgotten Coast Like a Local. And today, I'm on the eastern end of Franklin County. Well, at least I think I'm on the eastern end of Franklin County. I mean, this map's got me all turned around, east, west, north. I'm used to reading nautical maps, but I'm gonna kind of wander around here a little bit and see maybe if I can figure out where I am. And in the meantime, we're gonna roll those credits, okay? Oh my God, this map's got me all turned around. I don't know which way to go. My God. Sir, come here. Do you know where I am? Can you show me on this map where we are?
Why, you ain't from around here, are you? Why, you're at the gateway to Tate's house. Why, you know, back in 1865, right after the war with them Yankees, there was this guy living up in Sumatra. His name was Tate. He was up there with his father Jebediah and his half-Indian mother. And, well, she got in a bad way and sort of came down with malaria, got real sick, and, well, they called an Indian medicine man to her side. And, well, he looked out for her for a bit, but he wasn't able to save her. Well, anyway, the Indian made a deal with the superstitious old farmer that for one pig a year, he'd have great fortune. So every spring, that Indian would come along, and every spring, old Jebediah would give him one of his prize pigs. And, well, sure enough, it worked out real well. His crops was real productive, and his cattle were happy, and the whole family was happy, and everything was just going great. Well, Sebi sort of got to his father about that superstitious old belief in that Indian's magic, and he wore him down and talked his father out of making that trade one year. And, well, that Indian come along, and, well, he cursed him. He said, not only are you going to go through hard times, you're going to go through hell. Well, sure enough, things turned worse. Old Jebediah got malaria, and he died. And, why, the cattle were being attacked by a panther, and, well, the dog had mange, and the corn was all had a disease, and the water was just stinking something terrible. It had a terrible sulfur smell. And, well, everything was going bad except for the pigs, and they was breeding like rabbits. Well, poor Sebi couldn't even take a step across this little path there without having to dodge one of them pigs. So he was alone, and it's kind of lonely up there in Sumatra with you and a bunch of pigs. So he sent off to New York City to get a mail order bride. Well, he got one from clear across in Germany. She had traveled halfway around the world to be betrothed to a wealthy cattle rancher. Oh my, can you imagine her disappointment when she came upon Sebi, Tate, and a bunch of pigs up in Sumatra? Sebi decided to take his dog Spark and his hunting rifle and go into that swamp and get that panther that was after them cattle and see if he could just make amends for all the mistakes he had made. And so he went off in there, and he got snake bit and lost and turned around something fierce. Took him 2 weeks to get out of Tate's house. Why, it was back then, it was a very deep swamp. In fact, maybe one of the deepest, darkest in the whole world. Why, there were trees 18 feet in diameter, and the pits and snakes just swirling in there like worms. Well, it was a scary place, and Sebi, bless his heart, why, he tried to get out of there for days and days, but couldn't tell which way he was going. And one day he finally come out into Carabel, Florida, and someone come up to him just right after that and said, why, who are you? And he said, why, my name's Sebi Tate, and I've just been through hell. Well, sure enough, ever since then, that blooming swamp's been named Tate's house. That's where you is, sir.
Oh God, I didn't think we were gonna make it out of those woods. Oh, I'm about to sweat to death in this heat, and oh my God, I'm glad we got out alive. Oh, look, it's the police station. Oh, that's small. Oh, well, maybe there's an officer on duty and asks for help. Hello, 911, anybody in there? I don't think so. I think they're off duty now. You know anything about this police station?
Why, this is Carabel's world's smallest police station. It was featured in Johnny Carson's show and Ripley's Believe It or Not and the movie on Tate's Hell. It's back in the day when the policeman, we didn't have but one policeman, so he would sit here in the car, and if anybody needed help, they'd call and he'd answer it, but otherwise he could give tickets and do his paperwork under the shade tree and just basically keep an eye on things here downtown Carabel. Many people have come and had their picture taken on it, and go to the Carabel History Museum and find out more about the Carabel World's Smallest Police Station and all the other features in town. Why, you sure do get around here a lot. What you looking at?
Well, what is this thing?
Well, I think it's the Lighthouse. Not very tall. I'm not sure them boaters outside would be able to see that from out in the water.
Well, that thing's neat. I think I read the sign out there. Is that made of bottles?
It looks like it. It looks like it's a bunch of wine bottles.
I wonder.
It's got green ones and white ones and blue ones. Holy cow.
You think he drank all that when he made it?
Oh, I think I know that guy. He does drink a lot.
Huh, well, it's always 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's true, it's true.
Yeah, and they got the house back there too. Look at that.
Oh, wow, that's cool. I wonder what that's like.
I don't know. This is a neat thing, let me tell you.
Well, people ought to come see this.
They need to come see this and all this other stuff you got in Carabel, and I hope to God they don't get lost in the woods like I did.
Well, you just got to keep heading out.
God, not again. This place is nothing but woods over here. God, if I could just find my way to get to some water or something like that. Oh, man. Lost in Tate's Hell again. Oh, hey, everybody. I'm lost in the woods again. I don't know why. This map's got me all turned around, but I was in the city, and I had a good time there today in Carabel, and I guess I can say I had a good time traversing through these woods too. But if you want to find out more about the city of Carabel and Tate's Hell State Forest, you definitely have to go to the TDC's website. That's floridasforgottencoast.com, and you can find out all about it. And just a little side note, they have a full movie about Tate's Hell at the Carabel History Museum. You definitely want to check that out. Don't take my word for it. You need to go yourself. So, I guess I'm gonna try to get out of here again. Maybe if nothing gets me. I haven't heard any banjos yet. But I gotta go. So please, everybody, hope you had a good time on this trip. And we will see you on the next edition of How to Forgotten Coast Like a Local. If I can get out of these woods.